Alright, so we just came off the stream on pulling for Sora, testing her a little bit, seeing what's going on. So I want to make a little bit my first impressions video and going on over if it's worth pulling for her or not, in my opinion. Now, you already saw my first impressions on her, or sorry, my kit pre-analysis, where I went over her kit and I called her trash. This doesn't change from yesterday. My opinion remains the same. This is by far one of the worst characters released this year. It is the worst, probably. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Sora. Also, before we start, as usual, hello the internets, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, Sora first impressions. After I spent 200 gold tickets on her. No comments. No fucking comments about this, alright? Spent 20 bucks, didn't get her. And I was like, okay, I'll ticket her because maybe we can find a situation where she's good as a healer. Oh boy, was I wrong. That's it. Sora, what's going on with her, Sefhi? Does anything change from the kit pre-analysis and what you were thinking on her, right? She's even worse than what I expected. This is a character they made so bad, you don't even need to level up her skills for her to work. The only reason to use this character is the Dispel debuff. On Union Raid, there are 2 bosses you can use this. That's where people use Clay, for example. That's the only reason. And even then, her skills, her breakpoints are really bad. So at level 4, its potency of HP granted increased 25%. At level 10, it's a 35%. Not that big of a change. At level 10, her skill 2, the storage, is a 5.36%, and her attack is a 23%. At level 4, it's a 3.9% and a 17%. It's less than 2% increase on the storage and less than a 5% increase on her attack buff as well. Also, it's caster's attack on a support unit, so it's not gonna be really good unless you decide to overload her just for the extra combat power, the extra stats, or go for dupes as well. So, an absolutely dog shit skill, right? And then you have her burst skill, which is affects all allies, recovering 38% of the caster's final max HP plus the dispel. Now, this one is okay. It's a bigger increase if you were to go level 10, 52% versus a 38% at level 4. But since she has the passive potency of HP granted increase, you do not need to go plus level 4 because this 38 is gonna be way higher thanks to this passive skill. So it's like, this is a character that it's not even worth going 444. This is a unit that if you were to be going any higher, it's just a waste of resource books, considering how many we get at least, right? So her skills are, as expected, really bad. Now, when it comes to building her, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna be recommending anything for her because it doesn't matter what you get, neither on the gear, neither on her cube. It doesn't matter what you put. The only cube she will benefit is Vigor because the max HP, and that's about it. We were testing on Kraken a little bit on this team right here, and then we were switching Sora, of course, for Helm, right? And it's just not really even worth using on Kraken. So on Kraken, first of all, you are losing your burst if you want to heal. So when it comes to, let's say, Bunny Alice, you're not losing Siren's burst because you can still do it. When we talk about Helm, she's passively healing anyway. But when it comes to Sora, you have to use her burst. She's more like a Miss Marcy, if you wish. And even Miss Marcy is actually healing passively as well. Naga healing passively. Rapunzel on every shot. You have a character that is a healer that cannot even heal on full shot or on last bullet or on any other mechanic. Only on her burst at 40 seconds. Making her on Kraken pretty bad. Even having 100% uptime on her skill 2 on the attack buff, right? By the way, I've gotten so many comments with the buff, the way I pronounce buff. I usually take them pretty lightly because it's just a joke, it doesn't matter, most people are joking. But some people actually seriously talk shit because my accent, right, on my non-native language is not good. It's just funny, that's so I would mention it because the way I say buff. That's it, alright? It's not worth leveling up her skills, it's not worth putting for her. It's a character that looks really good, but then again, we fall into the same topic as usual. Zero usage for this character, right? Shift Up, for some reason, has this problem where they release character that will never get any usage, but it is what it is. I am going to be most likely putting her at a T5 just because how tilted I am, okay? This is a T4 character, automatically, right? This is a Shift Up, what is this? Nothing else. I will most likely be keeping Milk down there just because my personal hatred towards that treasure specifically. But most likely she's going into a T4. I might make an updated video tomorrow going over the tier list if there's any other changes, but for the most part, I don't think we need a final verdict for her or a video. I'll see what I do. That said, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it for this one. It is not worth going for dupes. It is not worth even pulling for her. You should be going, if you care about Nier, for the collection, get them instead. I will also be making a video later today talking about the new exclusive Outer Automata Recruit vouchers, because of course we got shafted. In case you are wondering, CN did not get those tickets. They can pull with normal gems. So they are getting more pulls for the current banners, which is a lot better than what we got, but it is what it is. The usual shift up shenanigans. I'll make a video talking about that later. That said, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. As usual, we are live every single day. We will be live later as well, double stream today, 1 in the morning, 1 later, doing our normal gacha dailies, playing some Starseed, playing some gacha games and chilling. So if you wanna come by and say hello, links in the description. All that jumping aside, I am out. Short video on Sora because it's not even worth talking anything else about her. That said, love you all bastards, good luck with your pool dinner dates, and I'll see you on the next one.